Bengisitshela ukuthi uthande benginalalukanelishi.
Boss Zonke, the man who wore his heart on his sleeve and was never afraid to speak his mind.
Benginalalukanelishi. Sondela my baby inhlezi. You're my baby ngiyakudinga my baby, my baby.
Ricardo Macado, fondly known as Riky, changed the South African music scene with his unique sound and set the dance floor ablaze. His rap flows, so relatable and always packed heat, his fans could never get enough. Riky was a hitmaker behind Boss Zonke, Nafukwa, Amantombazana, and Silikotini. A fashion icon and a family man. Riky has left an indelible mark in Mzansi. Rest in peace, King of Style.
Trendy Travelers, your latest in lifestyle and travel news portal, is back again this week. We spill some tea when it comes to fresh ideas in making colorful cocktails with tea as the main ingredient. We look at the evolution of Mogodu by exploring the concept of Mogodu Monday. Then we take to the streets of Gaborone in Botswana at this year's Market Players Entrepreneurs Relay.
Tea can add unique flavors to your cocktail like no other ingredients can. From green tea, black tea, or even chai and other blends. Today, I am at Ching Ching to find out how to make a cocktail using tea. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine. So tell us what you're doing today.
Today I'll be making you our classic cocktail. It's called the Woodrow Wilson. It's a mango-infused bourbon with some kombucha tea in it. This is my mango-infused bourbon. I'm gonna put 2 shots of that.
What else?
And you're gonna add some lime in there just to give it a nice, freshy taste. It's summer.
Yes.
Oh, it's not summer, but and I'm gonna add my tea in there.
Let's see the tea.
So here's my tea bags. I'm just gonna put 2 and some more water in there.
And how long must the tea sit?
So I already had some tea in there, but I just want to make it hot. But it should sit for some time, like 30 minutes, let it infuse, so you get like really nice taste. The stronger the better. That's why I had some left in there just to sit in.
4 tea bags basically.
Yeah, and I can always top it up whenever.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna go get a shot at that.
Okay. Very nice, fresh, refreshing. It smells a bit. It's a bit of the lime. But I can't taste the alcohol. There's a specific reason why not.
Yeah, you're not supposed to taste the alcohol because it's more like a refreshing summer cocktail. Still contains the 2 shots in there, a normal cocktail should. But our main point was to put flavors together, including your tea, your mangoes. So we let our mangoes sit with the bourbon for 24 hours. So it obviously takes out that bourbon smell or the bourbon taste. You get the fresh flavor. Welcome. What should I call you? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Cool. So our glass is already chilling there. So you only need 3 ingredients.
Gin. Double gin, guys.
And you will need your shot of lime.
Lime.
Just to keep it balanced and refreshing.
Our main ingredient being our tea, right?
Your
Because
tea, and
the reason we are here is to teach people the new trend of how to enjoy tea cocktail, right?
and how easily they can
How
make
easy.
tea cocktails at home. And you need a shot of that.
So this tea has been sitting here for the past 30 minutes, right?
Yes.
So even if you can make a tea in the morning at home, you just let it sit so that all the flavors, all the fermenting of the tea can come together.
I think the longer it sits, the better.
So all the way in there.
Yeah.
We can make this at home. It's easy.
Nice. So tasty, and it's not a long drink, but you'll definitely
Nice
get the
and sexy.
flavor. Nice and sexy.
Cool down with the best of both worlds. Ice cold tea with a dash of your favorite gin or whiskey.
So our tea is brilliant because it can pair very well with both savory and sweet dishes and excellent for drinks. So the flavor profile of tea is excellent because you can now mix different cocktails and even mocktails with different flavors and get a unique, completely different experience from drinking tea.
Kwahancinci is Maun's hottest go-to spot for organic and homegrown meals made with love by the foodie who saw the need to unite socialites in Botswana.
We're in Maun. This is about 1,000 kilometers away from Gaborone, which is where I'm from and where the whole food brand started. But I feel like we are so heavily rooted here. Maun is my winning place. I came here for high school and I passed nicely, even got a scholarship to go to South Africa, to Monash in South Africa after this. So Maun has always been a place where I win. So throughout everything that we've tried, the many locations that we've been at in the past couple of years, I think we finally found a good home here in Maun.
Colorful and tasty, Ncingci is driven by her love for good food. Almost every item on her menu is through improvisation.
Rent is such a big challenge for small businesses, especially if we're still growing. If you're like a franchise and you're big everywhere else, you know, like the other ones that we know, then rent is an easy thing for them. But it's one shop, one man, you know, food. You have to be making enough to actually cover everything. That means you have to be cooking like volumes and volumes of food. And this is what we're really just trying to get people to, you know, to know about us, so that we're able to like make a deep living out of food, which is very possible because we see with very big franchises what's going on.
The spot is quaint and intimate, but it does the job and provides for the niche market in Maun.
Most of my recipes, it's food that comes from my dreams. Like I taste it before I cook it, before I even know how, but I can taste it in my mouth. So I know exactly now what to put in so that it goes, like it becomes a final dish. I don't know what that is, but it's just kind of a thing that happens. I never know, especially for like my meal of the day, like everyday lunches. I never know what it's gonna be. I kind of dream about it, or it just kind of comes to me during the day. I get inspired by a flower, by a person, by a hat, by the road, by the breeze, by the rain. And then it's just like, okay, now I can taste what I want to cook, so I'm gonna go. So it's magic in a sense.
Mogodu has been in existence for a very, very long time as a staple food for different cultures in South Africa. But each year, it just keeps getting bigger and better. Now there is a trend called Mogodu Monday. What am I doing on the streets of Johannesburg on a Monday? Of course, I'm looking for a perfect spot to enjoy Mogodu. But before I get to my location, I want to hear from people here. What is their favorite Mogodu Monday moment? Okay, Elvis, tell me, what does Mogodu Monday mean to you?
I grew up in Pretoria, so you know there was always this trend around each and every Monday. Different pubs or rather event spaces where people gather frequently. So they would host this Monday event, and they will have Mogodu as the main. The main thing on the menu.
They just drink alcohol.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
What's your best Mogodu experience? Do you have it?
I do. When we were learning how to drive, my dad used to always take us to get Mogodu afterwards as like kind of a reward for what we did during the day. So every time I remember my driving lessons, I remember that it was just kind of makes me happy.
Every get-together on a Monday has Mogodu's stamp on it. This cafe in Tembisa combines a car wash and a chillers to pull crowds who want to turn up one more time after a weekend of fun. Trust South Africans to find the link between Mogodu, car wash, and groove. Right now I am in Tembisa trying to get to the bottom of this. What happened? Why? And how are they doing it so successfully? Well, I didn't walk all the way, I drove, but this is definitely not my car. But Kinale, a professional car washer, was up. Okay. Tell me about the concept of Mogodu Monday and washing cars. How did this come about?
Concept so when you go grand down, you never got Plomang, but Chile, but have fun, so Mogodu Monday, Kaolo, the drinks, the Atlaga, car wash, it is about touring, and then normal Apple Megadago Cafe, whatever, Golia is safe, it's go car wash, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's why concept Mogodu Mondays, the drinks.
Why are you guys applying shoe polish on the tires? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you take your special touch here, how?
Yeah, special.
Mogodu Mondays are for the young and old, so each hangout spot has combined different elements just to bridge the gap.
Mogodu Monday, it's always skip stozozo, Mogodu, netloko, and everything, Yeah, so I also love cooking, so since I don't kinto same way. So I didn't know, I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's in.
It's a music, le pleke sharp, wabana go sharp jwang mola. Come night.
Preparing Mogodu can be a time-consuming exercise, so to keep clients entertained, music has to be lit.
What we're creating here is more of a lifestyle, a place where when you come in during the day, you can actually get your car washed while you're eating and drinking. You don't have to drive around for all these things. You know how it is in the hood. Everybody just love getting up in the morning and getting their car washed. So the earlier you have clients here, you gotta know how to keep those clients. So that's why we have the need for the car wash itself.
There's different sections for every kind. A section for Abamajaivana and those who just wants to lounge and enjoy their Mogodu.
So here at home on Mondays, we have our traditional dishes. They consist of trotters, Mogodu, namaya tlhogo, and our chicken hard body. We have 2 starches. We have our sam and we have our pap.
Yeah.
And then we have our 2 sides. It's usually chakalaka and cabbage. Traditional. We keep it traditional. That's how the people like it. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to prepare this?
Well, Mogodu takes about maximum 4 hours, honestly, because it needs to be tender, it needs to be soft. When you bite into it, it needs to melt in your mouth. If it doesn't melt, that means it needs more time to go. It takes a long time.
Mogodu has evolved and so is the plating for it. Since it's a traditional staple, why not add other traditional dishes to make it a complete experience?
Every night we have DJs, we have a lineup of DJs and we have different themes. So like sometimes on Fridays we have Champagne Fridays, we have Authentic Thursdays. So yeah, we have different themes. Sometimes we have big headliners coming through as well. So yeah, we try to keep it as versatile as possible, you know, so that we can accommodate a lot of people.
Gaborone in Botswana remains the hub of the entrepreneurial opportunities for those with potential in business. It's these key players in business who also shape the city tourism sector.
Good morning. Today we woke up at the crack of dawn for the 21 kilometers for 21 reasons challenge. Now it's a relay and it looks like the weather is cooperating. As you can see, the runners are warming up behind me. We're going to have a lovely day. I'll speak to the organizers a bit later about why 21 kilometers for 21 reasons.
The 21-kilometer route covers the heart of Botswana capital city, passing through some of the city's landmarks, such as 3 Kgosi museums and Gaborone Business District. The relay is designed to create network connections amongst entrepreneurs and form a community of creatives who prioritize wellness and fitness.
The idea behind the relay really is to encourage that spirit of collaboration, of partnerships, but also of making entrepreneurs understand the power of circuits. You know, each and every entrepreneur in the marketplace can either be a breaker of the circuit or they can seal it and make sure that there's flow. And you know, business is very dependent on relationships. It's not so much how much money you have, it's all about relationships, and I can attest to that because everything that we've achieved as market players so far, we've achieved through collaboration and strategic partnerships. It was never because of financial muscle. So it was to encourage entrepreneurs to work together, to also realize themselves as key elements in the economic drive, in the economic growth drive. Realize that they are not just running businesses for themselves to make a profit, to be able to buy bread and milk for themselves, and that's it. No, for them to realize that there's a gift to entrepreneurship, there's a purpose to it, and you know, there's just so much that is behind you being gifted as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is very hard, you know. All the entrepreneurs that you see running here today, they applied and they submitted their reasons why they want to run for a cause. They were not just running for themselves, they were running for the industries that they work in, they were running for other entrepreneurs in Botswana. We selected them like that, and you know, their participation was also free. Everything for them was sponsored. Why? Because we wanted to sort of energize them.
All right, so gentlemen, I saw you on the road. How was the run?
Just really fun. I really enjoyed myself, and I feel like just really short distance. That's why I could do it very, very fast, and just really nice.
Yeah, I saw you. You were very quick. Are you usually a runner?
Do I look like a runner? Yes, no, definitely. I am a runner. I was actually expecting to do a lot more than 1 kilometer, or wanted to do more than 1 kilometer, but I ran the kilo for the cause, and yeah, it was an enjoyable run, very short and sweet.
you were our finisher today.
Yes.
Tell me
Yeah.
about your experience in the run.
Wow. It was actually harder than I thought, but I think my passion for entrepreneurship kept me going. I had that at the back of my mind. Why am I doing this? Why am I running this? So my passion, especially for the informal economy in Botswana, we need to tap into that sector. We need to build it up because it's one of the sectors that can help us to diversify the economy. Diamonds are depleted, diamonds are going, so we need to look at other avenues of diversifying our economy.
The early morning fitness rush was complete by an intensive session at the hotel.
We've always been a business-first hotel because of our location, and the hotel has really lived up to that in a sense that we create a haven, a home for essentially that business person. With the type of rooms that we have, we've always catered for that business person. And you know, of course, with the years going by, we've also focused on a little bit of some leisure.
A fitness event always ignites hope, and a prize-giving ceremony was fitting for this occasion.
Do you have what it takes to be the next presenter for the hottest travel and lifestyle show in Mzansi? Are you between the ages of 25 to 35 years old? Trendz Travel is looking for you. Send us a 40 seconds long video of yourself doing a link for this show to this email, trendz@sabc.co.za. And just like that, we have come to the end of our show. Remember, do keep in touch with us on social media.